I was surprised by several things this year. First, I was pleasantly surprised by the number of applications we received from people working outside of schools, so librarians, museum folks, after-school folks. I was really pleased with the nature of the innovative ideas from the young folks that applied. We had an under 25 category. Wonderful ideas coming from that group. And then third, I was pleasantly surprised with the interest, quality, and innovation of the international applications. I don't know that there was any one idea that absolutely stood out for me. What I would say is that there were several ideas that were really focused on youth participation and not so much on institutional goals, and that was wonderful. That's exactly what we were looking for in our applications. We had the Young Innovators category for a couple of reasons. The first is that these are the folks who are on the cutting edge and really understand what we would call the affordances of the digital media and the ways to toy with it and tinker with it that actually, in ways that would be useful for them. And they're our audience as well. So that's number one. Number two, it's time for young folks to be engaged at every level of education, from being students, but as well as creating the kinds of environments that young people are going to be learning in. One of the problems with the way that we think about education now is that we design learning environments for young people. We think one of the major shifts that's going to happen in the future is that learning environments are going to be designed and created by young people as well. Participatory learning is at the core of everything that we're doing in digital media and learning, and we think it's at the heart of the paradigm shift that has to happen in education. Right now we organize learning around consumption, where an expert tells a novice what to learn and that novice consumes it. Really, we all have always known that learning happens best when we're doing, when we're participating. We just haven't designed the learning environments around participation, and that's what we need to be doing. We want to have a better sense of what works, and we want to have a better sense of how to help people take that germ of an idea all the way to the end. And so I think we'll see that in what's happened over the last year with last year's winners, and be much better this year and continue to be better about supporting folks as they develop their new innovations. It's grown in the sense that I'm having a much better understanding about how one begins to merge different kinds of media. So it's not about a game here or a social network there, but really how do you begin to wrap these things together? And we're beginning to see that in the applications, because in many respects that's how young people experience digital media. They're bringing Twitter and they're bringing social networks and they're bringing games all into play at the same time. And we're beginning to see new innovation that wraps those kinds of social media together.